Hello to my beautiful family of light. Yes, that's you. It's all being on the planet right now. And I want to thank you for joining me today. My name is Claudia. This is a series of videos I'm doing on how I came to the conscious awareness that I was more than just this mental, emotional, physical person here. And I'm hoping that you'll find something in here that will help you to move in that same direction. For me, it's been a lifelong process, and it continues. I continue to evolve and to gain some wisdom and knowledge about things. That as life goes on, we learn things and we evolve. So this is the 5th in a series. They began right around September the 9th, and this is number 5. This child is experiencing, I still talk in the third person about some things, and that's because I have very fleeting memories. I have some good memories, but fleeting memories of the traumas, and so I still talk in the third person once in a while. You'll probably catch me doing that. I apologize. It's just the nature of not being aware of those things when they occurred and coming into an awareness later as an observer. So, okay, moving on from there, the child has reached, I'm going to start, it went through a little bit of up to age 11, but I'm going to start at age 10 right now, because at age 10, the whole family experienced a major event that disrupted life for everyone. And in that event, an older brother was injured in high school and broke his neck and became quadriplegic. Now, for a 10-year-old, the parents are off taking care of trying to get this individual, my brother, stabilized. The hospital's doing their absolute best. They're having to call in experts from outside of the community. It was a small community of that time of, I think maybe around 8,000 people. So the hospital was there, but not massively big. And so that left the children to kind of fend for themselves for a while. We didn't really have adult supervision. All that had to come in time. And until he was transported to the University of Washington Hospital, January, February, March, and April, so about 4 months, maybe right around 4 months, we were just winging it. And so as the oldest daughter, it became my job to get the younger kids off to school in the morning, dressed and fed and teeth brushed and out the door, and then I took care of myself and went to school. And until that time, when I remember being at school in April and watching the ambulance drive off, and I still had curlers in my hair as I'm looking out the school window. It was like 9 o'clock in the morning when I arrived there, and I rushed in order to be able to see the ambulance leaving. It's a significant, anytime something significant happens, it alters you. And in fact, I'm sure it altered the entire family. I'm giving you my perspective. So that happened, and my birthday was in February, about 7 weeks later. And that particular birthday, I didn't receive a card, I didn't get a hug, I didn't get a gift, and I was pretty sure by then that I really was dropped into the wrong family. Children don't have a rational mind outside of themselves. You're the center of the world, and your parents are usually bringing you back into line, or at least mine were. But when that happened, I was pretty certain that I was just simply dropped into the wrong family. That's it, you know. And so there's one more trauma, and it wasn't until um, early in about 3 weeks later that my mother had realized by then, or things had probably calmed down enough at the hospital that she was able to, you know, periodically come and go, that she realized that my birthday had been missed and made up for it. I'm guessing that my oldest brother may have had the same event happen, but he may have had a more rational mind than I did. I'm a Pisces, and we got one foot out there. We really don't want to be here on the planet. In case you don't know, a Pisces, they're definitely in the clouds quite often. So anyhow, that fueled the already multiple series of events in which we decide. This isn't a choice at this point in life. It's a decision that you don't belong here. You don't belong in this family. And with that, armed with that, and armed with the knowledge that it's not safe to be a girl, so you do lots and lots of running with the wolves, the boys, and you know, you slip back and forth between your decision of what's safe for survival's sake, and testing the waters for, you know, what will have you be safe. And so this is how the life goes on right through I would say middle school and high school. And all of us at one time or another, I'm sure, I have to give my perspective, got pulled out of school to take care of things at home while an urgent matter was needed to be tended to. And every weekend from April through when he came home, when the hospital had stabilized the injured brother to the point that he could come home. The house had been, one bedroom had been remodeled, and a bathroom built for him in there, but he was so miserable, and he made everybody miserable with him along the way. Misery does not love company. It wants it, but the rest of us didn't love that at all. Okay, by the time I'm in high school, I'm just going to jump right up there because the foundations have been set. You're talking to a child who doesn't want to be a girl and has to play that role periodically. There's lots of abuse. The injured brother now is wearing stainless steel braces, and those braces are fitted with there's an eating utensil that we would now call a spork. It's a spoon and spork combined in and fork combined into one. It has a place for a pencil so that he can type, and that pencil can be reversed so that he can write, and he can dial a phone with it. He learns to do those things. And the three oldest brothers were all draft age. So at one point, they're all gone. One of them is an MP in Seoul, South Korea. One of them becomes I think a dental hygienist in the army in Germany, and he gets to go explore Europe, and I'm stuck at home with the kids, right? And mom's 30 loads of laundry a week, and all those kinds of things. I was invited to let's see, what age was that? 17, to go to Russia with my English teacher's class. She was taking a certain number of I'll call them artistic children. I could write a little bit with a creative mind. And I was absolutely denied the opportunity to do that. Now, at the time, there was no answer given. The parents simply said, because I said no, right? Um, and I get crushed by those things. And then, so as a student in, let's see, when did this start? 7th grade, I started taking French classes. And in the 8th grade, I believe that was junior high. Indeed, it was. I was determined to become an au pair. And so I studied French ended up for 7 years, but I was denied being able to do that. And that's because the oldest brother needed 24-hour-a-day care. He had caregivers, but they came and went like you wouldn't believe. So, I started and stopped college, never completed, but always, had an interest in, and I'm a curious person. So anyhow, life goes on, but the damage has been done, and you sit and you wait for your opportunity, and it doesn't ever seem to come, and you really don't know how to create that for yourself. So I'm now about 17 or 18, and I'm just going to stop here for the moment.